Hey everyone, it's Emre from Laga. Just wanted to welcome you, share some insights and the latest updates about the program, along with some notes of caution. We just completed a major overhaul of the flamenco curriculum. All lesson videos were re-recorded to include close-up views of both hands. Also, beat counts were added to the practice videos. That's going to be especially useful for students who are more visual learners, because one of the main challenges in flamenco is to be able to internalize the rhythmic structure and the beat groupings of the underlying rhythm cycle. Also, some of the trickier concepts and techniques have been broken down further, so the step-by-step approach is really fortified. For our graduates who've gone through all 7 levels and doing kind of a second pass, these updates will also deepen their understanding and solidify their technique. Practicing flamenco guitar has some instantly noticeable benefits. It'll boost your right hand strength, giving you more stability and accuracy. One note of caution, the overall pace on the flamenco curriculum, especially on the technical side, is going to advance faster than on the classical side. For instance, some of the advanced strumming techniques, bars, hinge bars are introduced sooner, though there are going to be plenty of lesson notes that indicate which of these techniques are more of a longer-term goal, yet very beneficial to start your practice early on. I'll say some more about the classical side in a bit. The program will put you through in sort of a rhythm boot camp. It's going to take your sense of rhythm to a whole new level, because a substantial amount of music contains polyrhythmic and polymetric aspects. So if rhythm happens to be an area of focus for you, actually it tends to be the weakest link for most musicians, from the very beginning, you're going to want to utilize the rhythm tracks and practice along with them. Another note of caution is, if you're a complete beginner, practicing for speed or trying to play the drills or phrases at the target tempo should not be a priority. The practice versions of the lesson videos will get you started at a slower tempo, which you can still slow down more using the speed function on the video player, then gradually increasing your tempo over time. A much higher priority goal for all levels in flamenco is to be able to stay on tempo as you practice along these rhythm tracks. Depending on your goals, studying flamenco guitar can be a wonderful segue to activating whole other parts of your musicianship, including improvisation, composition, because from the beginning, it'll get you to start thinking in terms of creating your own variations of falsettas based on the harmonic structure of each form you'll be studying. And each new lesson will add new tools to your technical arsenal, available for you to use in other tracks, other styles you might be exploring. If you are coming from a classical background like myself, or if you are mainly working on the classical track, you may be compelled to pull up the sheet music and approach the lessons as you would on the classical side, like works need to be sight-read, learned and practiced as a classical piece. If you could resist that temptation and go with the flow of the program, you will be developing your rote learning skills and strengthening your visual, auditory, and kinesthetic connections. Through imitation and mimicry, much like the initial stages of language learning, you'll progress much faster. All in all, it'll open up many opportunities in your musical journey. If you're here just for flamenco, not for flamenco as a supplementary course to classical, taking on the classical program as a secondary track can be very beneficial. This is why your subscription comes with a classical curriculum as well. Classical training will give you a solid foundation on many levels. The multi-voice textures in classical pieces will not only expand your understanding of the fingerboard, but also music in general. Plus, it'll kickstart your sight reading skills. As always, if you run into any issues, feel free to contact support through the feedback forms underneath the lesson videos or on your student homepage. With the latest updates, we're excited about the new one-on-one consultations and group sessions we've begun to roll out. They're optional to join, but regardless, we're here to personally support you in any way we can on any issues or challenges you might be facing. Thanks for your time. Practice well.